Hello. Once again, good morning, and to our viewers wherever you are, and welcome once again to Afric 24. And today we are going to discuss matters IT, and we welcome to the studio one of the gurus in that particular field. Hello, and welcome to today's special segment on AI and data analytics where technology meets opportunity. I am honored to host a visionary, a trainer. I know you've seen some of his clips out there on various platforms, and founder of 780 Training Institute. This is an IT training institute, and I'm honored to have Dr. Mark Ouma in our studio this evening. And karibu sana daktari. This is
Asante sana.
Afric 24, and welcome to the program. Tell us more about Mark. Who is Mark?
Good. My name is Ouma Makoma, born and raised
Yeah.
in Kenya, and currently living in the US. Just like any person who got interested in knowing what tech is, I went to school, not expecting to do technology at that time. I always wanted to become an engineer because it was a fancy name, and there was someone by the name Dr. Kundi. I had never met him, but I just liked the name Dr. Kundi. And so I wanted to do anything that relates towards getting there. Unfortunately, after my high school, getting to, starting a degree in engineering wasn't easy because of the cluster points. So I ended up, finding myself in um, technology class. And so, of course, we didn't understand. There were packages, computer packages that everyone was doing after high school. So I got by chance something
Mhm.
that led to engineering. So I got into technology that way back in 2006. So since then, I've been a good, student of technology. I have learned, I have impacted knowledge skills to students, and when I moved here, I continue doing the same, and that's something I'm advocating every day. I call myself tech guy. I love talk about tech every day. That's what I like doing.
Wow. Now, if you ever wondered what terms like machine learning, SQL, or Power BI actually mean, then this is the program for you. Or if you asked yourself, can I really, and I mean really, learn tech without a background in IT, then this is the program for you to watch. So stay tuned and don't miss any part of this, because at the end of it, there'll be something good for you. Because this conversation is for you. Tell your friends, tell your brothers, share the link right now so that you can learn on the easiest path to join IT. And these questions are, you can ask questions for Dr. here, and they'll be ready to interact with you. Now, Mark, let me call you Mark for today.
Okay.
Mark, let's start simple.
Mhm.
What exactly is data analytics, and why is it becoming so important in today's world?
Yeah. So right now, people talk about data being the new oil to every company. Um, so let me start with what data is and what analytics is. Then I will be able to combine them. So data could be something which can be transmitted and stored through electronic means. Um, no, in other terms, people call it unprocessed information. So in this case, it could be a symbol, it could be text, could be anything that can be transmitted, stored in electronic way. Analytics is breaking down a complex um, a task into smaller subtasks, solved independently with the aim of achieving one particular goal. Now, data analytics is a process of collecting, analyzing,
Mhm.
cleaning. So let's start with collecting or gathering, cleaning it, transforming it, doing analysis on it, with the main goal of getting the insight for decision making. I want to repeat that. It's a process of collecting, cleaning, transforming, performing analysis on the data that we have, um, with the aim of getting the values or the insights that can be used for decision making. Most organizations today base their decisions are based on analysis. So they have to be able to analyze data, be able to get the insight. Those insights are probably one, to make them more competitive, to avoid risk, to solve a problem, or to just prepare for eventualities that may come in future. And this tied to what we, the main thing that people talk about every day right now, AI. Now, data analytics fuels AI. And so, if you allow me, I also want to define what AI is. People can be able to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, Mark. I was coming to that question.
Okay.
I was just coming to ask that question because so many people. What is the difference between AI, artificial intelligence, or what does AI really mean in today's world? I mean, thank you for jumping for jumping into the next question.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can go ahead and tell
Yeah.
us what
Okay.
artificial intelligence really means.
Okay. Good. So, AI, otherwise known as artificial intelligence, is trying to give machine, which in this case could be a computer or whatever gadget, ability to be able to perform tasks that otherwise would be done by human being. Those tasks require learning, reasoning, predicting, and making decision. So being able, remember that intelligence that we have as human beings are natural. They were given to us by God. We were created having those intelligence, but we're trying to make machines or computers in this case to have some kind of intelligence which is artificial, and they can be able to help them in doing tasks that otherwise would be done by us as human being. I've just given an example of reasoning, trying to make decisions, as well as predicting, or learning. So they learn just like we would learn. A baby, when
Mhm.
it's born, they learn something. And for example, we're crawling and trying to walk, trying to know, if I touch this thing, it's hot, then I will never touch it again. So they are learning something about that. So we try to make machine be able to learn. We try to reason out, if 1 plus 1 is 2, then what about 1 plus 3? You're trying to reason out that way. You're trying to make machine be able to reason out that way. You can be able to make machine make a decision. All these are fueled by data that I'll talk about, data analytics. So data analytics fuel all that. And so reasoning, making decision, for example, if I do this, then there's a danger. So what do? I stop at this time or I go back. So those are decisions that, we can be able to help, can be able to give machines, in terms of providing this kind of intelligence that can be able to help them, help us in making decisions.
Now, your training also covers Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Table U, and Python, etc. Can you break down how these tools help us with data, or even for beginners? How can they learn some of these tools?
Yeah. Yeah, before that, I want us to look at what we're discussing today, which is reskilling and upskilling.
Hmm.
Now, I want to tell people that in the wake of AI right now, a lot of things are happening. By 2030, that is about 5 years from now, over 3 million jobs will be affected by AI. And so every industry, every professional job, or every profession will be affected by AI. Restructuring is happening. Some jobs will be lost, some jobs will be created. And so, what anyone listening to me or to us right now, watching us, should know is that they need to do two things: face this AI through reskilling and upskilling. Now, what is the difference between upskilling and reskilling? Upskilling means enhancing your skill to be more competitive in your role. For example, learning new ideas, and that's what I'm going to discuss in a short while. How we can be able to get those skills. So you want to upskill by enhancing your existing skills to be more competitive. So assuming you are 10 people doing the same thing, but what will make a difference is what other skills do you have that I don't have. So you are trying to upskill for that matter, and then reskilling is trying to gain you know the same skill, learning new, but in a new role. So you probably, you are a marketer. You've been doing marketing and you're a marketer. So you want to move to a new role. So you're trying to reskill so that you can be able to move to a new role. And like I'm saying, AI is transforming a lot of things. Lives, the way we talk, the way we dress, the way we move, the way we do things has always been, affected by AI. And so AI is transforming a lot of things happening right now, and so in that case, we want to help people to be reskilled and upskilled, and that we're introducing the training you talked about, which involves training on what is AI. Just like I've defined that. What are the concept of AI? What are the main concepts that you need to know in data analytics? Then we move to visualization tools. We talk about Excel, Power BI, Tableau. Those are kind of tools that you need to know. And of course, I will explain them before the end of this session. But I want people to understand that this kind of training, you need them to be able to upskill, to reskill, to be more competitive, to be able to move to the next role, to feel that you're part of AI and you don't feel left out. If people talk about AI coming after a job, what are you going to do? What are you doing right now? What do you think you need to do? Those are things that we need to be talk about. And of course, 7net as a training institution able to help you do that. We training people so they can be able to be upskilled or reskilled. Yeah.
Now, and this is a question many people are asking out there. When you talk about IT AI, people think it's very, very difficult. Do you need any degree to start this program, or what do you need to have in order to do any of these courses?
Yes. So when I started, I didn't have skills in technology, so it's available to anyone. I've talked about two things. I've talked about reskilling and upskilling. Reskilling, try to something new. So assuming all of us, even if you are professional in marketing, someone else is finance, we are doing reskilling, which means we are doing skills, we are getting skills that we've never had. So it's not for someone who's already known something. So it's about something that we're doing that it's new to both of us. And also when we talk about upskilling, so upskilling is just trying to be competitive. So assuming we have specific skill, same level in a certain profession, but we want to upskill. So you will do training just to be able to be more competitive. So there are two kinds where it depends on which one you want. Are you going for reskilling? Are you going for upskilling? But I will tell you this: I don't think technology is as hard as it sounds. I know sometimes people make it sound like it's a hard thing to do. So we talk about tools. Excel is a common tool that I think almost everyone has interacted with, or is heard of. So using Excel to be able to analyze, to be able to perform your task more in a more efficient way, I don't think it's a problem. And just like Excel, other tools are tools that you have to learn. But again, question is, if you don't do tough things, if you don't, you want to behave normally like any person, what will make you different? You have to do something that people feel that it's a bit tough. But I would also say that it's not tough, it's not hard, it's not hard to learn these tools. Just normal tools. Just like, I don't think there's anything easy. They say that things easy, that they don't last and they don't come easy. So I think you have to be very intentional to be able to do this. You have to dedicate your time, and for me, I think it's just dedication. I don't think there's something tough or hard about learning all these tools. But I also want to mention that AI is revolutionizing how many things. automations improving the accuracy, powering innovation everywhere. People talk about this every time. So the question is, do you want to be left behind? I want to give this analogy that I always give. So right now, you living downstream, or yeah, downstream, um, it's raining too much. The water is coming from the mountain down the stream. So you either go build the gabion, the block the water from running down you, or you wait there, it comes and it sweeps you and takes you to the sea. And that's what we're telling everyone. So you have to act. Then this is the time to act. I'm going to let you know how, the next moment you need to start this training. But I will tell everyone right now, you need to act. Forget about whether it's tough. Everyone did mathematics in high school. If you went through high school, I don't think we had a choice. We did it anyway, and so I don't think this kind of skills are tougher than maths, especially if you're not as good in maths. But I would tell you this: you have no choice. You have to do it. It may sound tough. It's not tough, but you have a choice not to do it, and being part of those who are going to be left out, or choose to start now to be part of those who are going to move forward with the technology.
Wow. You heard it from Mark. I mean, you can't be left out in this day and era that technology is taking over our lives. I remember there was a time that we didn't have mobile phones. I remember there was a time that we used to use the typewriter, yeah, and we changed into computer. Now, Daktari, can you share examples? People love to hear examples where data analytics made a difference, or maybe in business or in the health sector, or even in your personal life, how this has helped you.
Okay, good. So I will give you example on our students. So we've been training, been having this training for the last like 4 years, and we have success stories of students who have gone through our training. Um, Especially those who are based in the US. An example of as Kenyan students who came from Kenya, trained with us, and she was in finance. So she came train with us. Took 5 months to train, and that helped her to be able to get a job with Amazon. As late as yesterday, I got a message from one of our students who just told me that they got a new job, and so they want me to write as a reference to the company. Company needs me. So we've had so many success stories of students training with us and getting jobs. Um, of course, anyone who is working right now should not be comfortable with the skills that they have. They have to do two things: reskill and upskill. Now, personal life, I use AI, and I believe so many people use AI. And so when people talk about AI, people think of ChatGPT, uh, which generates almost text, everything you want in form of text.
Mm.
People use AI in their lives. Um, from checking, searching for information that otherwise would take you hours, it will be delivered to you in a matter of minutes. To when you want to eat, how do you eat? Um, many years, people had no choice but to eat at home or go to the restaurant to be able to eat. Today, you can have the food delivered to you just using an app from your phone. Um, and right now, it's not even a person delivering the food; it is robot delivering the food to you. I see recently, like yesterday, I think I watched. They're soon going to have Uber being driven. The cars driving themselves as Uber, so you don't have a person driving you.
You are saying you will soon have, it's already happening in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying. So right now they're doing, pilot. They're testing, right?
Yes, yes,
But soon it will be like no one is coming. It's going to drive you. The car will be driving themselves. So you get to the car. So
yes.
these are things that it's not just happening to me. It's not about happening to anyone else. But I mean, everyone. We can see it. We can see it. And so many things are going to happen. An example of some, what we're doing, or other thing that we're doing is that right now. you need to travel to a country that of your of your dream, but you don't know where to start from. There's so many misinformation, a lot of information going around that you're not sure which one to trust. We developed application called Navismart AI, which is meant to simplify immigration and streamline immigration process for anyone moving. So you have, sometimes it's even hard to fill out those forms, where AI powered platform can be able to fill out those forms. You just need to scan some documents. It will be able to scan those documents and automate the filling out of those forms. Access to information.
Daktari, can you repeat just what you've just said? That is so important.
Yeah.
That you've developed our is it a
Yeah,
software
so yeah,
or
so yeah, so yeah, because you asked me about like personal, what I've
mm,
because out of experience, I
yes,
remember when I was looking for information to come to America. It took me 2 weeks to just know where to start from. I would watch, but I was watching hoping that what I'm getting online were right information. In many times, sometimes they're not correct information.
correct
So
information?
yeah, so we develop an AI powered platform that would give you verified information that come from recognized, cited sources, government website and recognized places. Um, and then this platform would help you autofill, fill out the forms. You don't have to fill out those forms. Sometimes there are terms that you don't even know what they mean. Like I remember, like,
Exactly.
okay,
Hmm.
alien. So I don't know whose alien is. I don't know whether I'm alien or not. When so terms. So sometimes it
Yes,
become very
they're
confusing.
foreign terms,
Yeah, they're
alien.
foreign terms, and it helps people to save a lot of money, because otherwise you'll have to pay someone to do it for you. So what I'm just saying is that every industry, every sector today. I watched news about a lady saying that she's doing so well with popcorns business. Popcorns. If you understand popcorns, just popcorns, and the AI is supporting her in doing business, and she's doing so well with popcorns. So I was like, okay, if popcorns would be sold by AI and AI would support popcorns, what anything would not be supported by AI. So, in short, AI affects every one of us. The moment you wake up in the morning, the moment you get to your social media, there are those feeds that come are suggested to you. It's algorithm, it's AI. It's to what you're wearing. The fashions right now, they are all determined by AI. So the suggestion, they tell you this is what happened, to take you years to be able to know what's trending. But with AI, you can be able to get suggestion. You could be able to get where to buy them. You could be able to make those payments. They could be able to be shipped to you. So AI affects how we sleep, how we eat, how we drink, how we walk, how we dress, how we address people. Everything that we're doing, it's AI. People, if anyone is watching me, if there's one best thing you want to do to yourself from the beginning of the year 2026, is to get involved. Get involved, and there are so many ways of how to get involved. You can do this online. You can join boot camp, that like the one that I'm about to talk about. You can learn from my enemies, but never be left out.
Yeah, I was watching a feature on the news about the guys who found one of the guys who found Wikipedia.
Yes.
Wikipedia. It's a very fascinating story, and Wikipedia is one of the most authentic sites where you can visit and get authentic information.
Yeah.
And not so many people visit Wikipedia.
I don't remember the last time I visited Wikipedia.
Can you? You're one of them.
Yes. Yes.
But Wikipedia is one of the most authentic sites where you can get all the information that you want on any subject, be it science, politics. That's you'll find it on Wikipedia. It's like an encyclopedia. But I was watching this feature and I was fascinated by it. But anyway, let's get back to your 5 month program that you are offering. What kind of career opportunities are there in the 5 month program that you are offering? And can they expect some employment? Although you've mentioned it, many Kenyans out there or any other person who wants to to join the industry, what is the expectation? In what fields are they going to apply for jobs when they finish your 5 month program? Maybe just tell our viewers out there. I can see so many people watching, and guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Leo. You can also post your questions for Daktari here. You'll be able to answer you real time. This is a live coverage of this particular edition. So, Daktari, please, can
Yeah.
you tell us about the
Okay.
5 month program?
Yeah. Thank you. 5 month program is offered by Civinet. Civinet is a tech company, um, which is registered in US. And the main reason was to bridge the gap or technological gap um, to African and people from Africa. This was due to the fact that there was a gap in terms of technology, especially if you grew up in Kenya and you're living in America. The Americans were much ahead, advanced, because they were exposed to this thing long before us. And so there was a gap that we saw, and that's why we started, offering this training. So we do this through data analytics, AI training, coding classes for kids, under the age of 17 to 6 years. We do this because we feel that we need to bridge that gap. So we do provide access to high quality training that equips learners with technical expertise as well as career readiness. So we start from training them to offering internship to attaching them to career service that supports them in either getting a job, preparing them to be able to be ready for American job market. And so we start from, just in basic concept, like what is AI and what is data analytics. And then we move to data management tools, and that include Excel, SQL or SQL, and of course statistical analysis. Then data visualization and storytelling tools that include Power BI and Tableau. Then we go to Python basics and machine learning fundamentals. So somebody want to know what are the basic of machine learning. Those are terms that we hear them, and sometimes they can become very difficult to be able to understand. So we are going to learn about that in this training. We're going to look at how what are AI tools that are being applied in businesses, and every industry, like I'm saying, is affected by AI as well as data analytics. So what are these tools that are being used in the industry that can support you as a professional in your training? So this takes 5 months, 5 months including technical training, internship, as well as career service, where we work with our partners to be able to support you in job placement, working with you to work on your resume, prepare you for interview, look at what are jobs opportunities available. But again, the most important thing I also want to make people understand that it's not guaranteed that you get a job after training. What makes the difference is that how well are you equipped? How well are you? Have you mastered the skill? It calls for dedication. Our training runs for 4 days every week. Uh, if you if you're in US, then it's Monday through Thursday. Classes happen mostly in the evening when people are back home after work. If you're in Kenya or Africa, then it's morning hours. So it depends on the whether there's they like daylight savings and or not. But it's from 5, sometimes 6, for 2 hours. That is assuming you're in Kenya, then it's gonna be Tuesday to Friday morning. So 4 days a week. It runs for 5 months, and I say those 5 months include technical training, career service, and internship as well. The next intake, if you allow me to say, it's happening this month actually. So we're in November on 12th. So 12 days away from now, on 12th in November 2025, we're going to have our next intake. I'm calling upon everyone who is interested, who want to learn about AI analytics. Your family, friends, you have uh, um, a family member who may be interested, please ask them, share with them this information, and we're looking forward to having you. Please do not start in the next year without learning AI and data analytics. Make a resolution. That's the best thing you can do to yourself, so that you don't feel like left behind.
All right, Daktari. I have one of my viewers and listeners who is in the studio. He has already posted a question, but I would love Leo to ask the question. Leo, if you are available, please, I want you to ask the question in person uh, here in the studio. Oh, thank you, Leo.
Can you
Leo, you
hear
can
me?
go. Yes, I can hear you loud
Yeah,
and
can you
clear.
hear me?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mzalendo, and greetings to Dr. Mark Ouma.
Yes.
I really appreciate his initiatives and his online trainings, what he's doing as far as creating awareness on this thing called AI. You know, most people outside there, when you talk of AI, just as you mentioned, they think of ChatGPT, and they also think of creating some imaginary images that we see, maybe some images that are used to falsify events. But now, as a perspective of a teacher, you know, we are using AI specifically maybe to do things like lesson planning, or also when you want to create some interactive lessons. But there's this issue that comes out whenever maybe you have some teachers around and you want to talk to them about AI. They will always say that, you know, AI is going to like make the learners lazy, such as when you give them some homework using the chat GPT, they can be able to get all the answers. So when they come back to class, they are not able to support the answers and such kind of things. And people are also saying that maybe in the near future, AI is going to face off the physical teachers in the classroom, because why would we be having teachers in the classroom if the AI can do everything? People try to see a situation whereby maybe we are going to have parents just buying the laptops and having internet around. Then they get some programs that are just going to teach the students back at home without taking them to school. So how, as an expert, how do you maybe put this in the right perspective and try to maybe convince and enlighten people that, you see, this AI is not going to face off the human who are doing the work, and instead it is going maybe to advance and help them improve on their teaching skills and techniques. So maybe that one will really be appreciated if we'll shed some light on it.
So let me start with the teachers. One thing I want to tell you is that just like in other industry, and I just mentioned that in the next 4 to 5 years, about 300 million jobs, including teachers, will be affected. So there will be restructuring. Oh, some jobs will be created, some jobs will be lost. I'm not sure about the teachers, but I want to tell you that the best a teacher can do right now is to be part of this AI revolution. Don't just sit there. If you are doing a normal way of teaching, how about you add some skills to yourself that makes you more competitive, that can help you be able to use the AI and understand some of the concept that, that otherwise would take you hours to do. Now, I tell you this. So you talk about student being lazy. Anyone who has gone through PhD level will tell you sometimes it's very difficult. It takes years and years and a lot of frustrations to be able to do a research, present your document to any panel for defense. What AI has done is to make those difficult tasks easier so that people can concentrate on what they're doing. So imagine if you are a teacher or a doctor, and you have to juggle between going to work, saving lives, and doing your research. So you spend hours going through the books. Then this time would otherwise be spent, trying to save lives. And AI comes in and gives you option that instead of going to the library, going through books, AI can be able to get this information to you in a matter of minutes. Now, it depends on how people use it. If you're using it to be able, like when you're doing research, you have to read thousands of books. And you may read 10 pages only to get a small section of the part that you're looking for. So you spend the whole like 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours only to find something that would take you otherwise 1 minute. But you don't know where it's located. So you have to go through that. And then if you're able to prompt using AI, and then AI will be able to get this information not just from one book, but from different books. Okay, which were published where you are, where you're not able to be, and you may not be physically able to get that book. That AI will be able to do that. Now, the problem comes in when you don't understand and process this and be able to understand it in a way that you can put it in your own context or your understanding. So if AI can be able to support that, and you'll be able to understand and probably understand this in a better way, because there's a collection of so many things that you've had. And so I think AI should be part of what makes us work easier, should be able to help us save time on otherwise things that would take us more time. How it's being used is what need to be regulated. And I think there was one thing about ethical use of AI. And I think even in the institution, there's some like essays you can't write using AI. They will be able to know this is written by AI. And so then how you're using it is what makes the difference. I don't know, but I think long when I was in school, the calculators were not being accepted to be used in school. Today they are. Does it mean that these guys have become more, let me say, quote, stupid than we were? No. I think let's look at what is more important to you right now as a person. Do you focus on wondering how to add 1+1, or how to be able to use a technology that can be able to support you adding 1+1, so that you can focus on the main serious things than just focusing on adding 1+1?
Wow, Dr. I think Leo, you've been answered. I mean, that is a very important question, Leo, being that you are a teacher and some are also abroad trying to impact knowledge. I think AI to me, it has made work easier, but again, it has made people lazier because you get every other information on just a click of a button. You get every, even constructing a sentence, Daktari. With the age of AI, I don't have to think through a sentence. It will construct it for me very very fast. Does that is it making learning more accessible and easier, or it is making a group that is so dependable on AI?
Okay. So I think the challenges we are facing right now are also different from what the challenges that we faced then. The world is moving so fast that people thinking of going to the moon and leaving the space and all that. Um, Things are changing so fast. Uh, People want to make life easy for them. I remember learning something in physics, making work easier. But they were the like hydraulic or some kind of more manual things. Everyone wants to find time to focus on other things, and the challenges are different. Life has also changed. So if you're living where I live and where you live in US, the expenses have skyrocketed. Like they have gone high. And sometimes you have to do 2 jobs, 3 jobs to be able to keep up with the bills.
Yeah.
So the focus is, would you spend time doing one thing that will take you more time, or you use AI tools that you can finish one thing? So assuming you're a student and you're working and doing all that and take care of okay. So if there's a way AI can support you in doing all that and save time, why not, right? For me, I think I would just going back to what I was saying is how AI is being used. People are probably they're becoming lazy. But again, what are the benefits that you're getting from using AI? To me, I think there are more. I have a problem when people cannot construct sentences. That little thing that you have to use AI. Then I have a problem with that. AI should be able to enhance you thinking critically, solving a problem, but not to make you look like you don't understand anything. Like constructing a sentence. But that's where we are. The problem is, if you don't adopt it, you say, oh, me, I don't want to be like that. Then people are doing it. People are making money. People are getting rich. People are solving problem using AI. So you're going to be left out, So at the end of the day, you still have to probably, if you're working and you don't adapt this AI and you become jobless because you cannot be able to use AI. So it's something that has come. I don't think there's anything that has ever affected the world like this for me. I think this is something that even people who are in it like 100% may don't know what happens, because you doing one thing, someone is also doing something. Someone is going to get something done more than you. So people don't know. Everyone is competing to get it right. Everyone is competing to be part of it. How it's going to affect people, even like sometimes these things are becoming so smart that they learn from themselves, don't learn from us again. You can make a smart gadget or robot or something like that will even be it's better than what you intended. So they're learning. Remember, we talked about learning, right? So they learn from mistakes, just like us, we would learn from mistakes. So they learn and they can be even smarter. So at the end of the day, I would say, yes, with all the negative challenges that come with that, the benefit are so much enormous that you don't have to be left out. Just be part of it. Forget about how it makes you lazy. If it makes you lazy, then you have to balance. What is that you're going to do? For example, you commit yourself that I'm not going to write a sentence using AI. I can be able to construct my sentence without AI. That's a commitment that you need to do. But don't fear using AI.
All right, Dr. Thank you very much for that answer. And viewers out there, if you're from Africa and you live in the US, I know this Africa is watched mostly in here in the US. I would like you to enroll in 7T, and the Dr. will tell us more about the training institute that is started. If you have a friend from Ghana, Senegal, or from Nigeria, please let us support this institute. Now, what makes your institute, your training institute, different from others? And Daktari, how do you support students during internship and career development in
Yeah.
your institute?
What makes Sevenet Institute different? It's different. Anyway, so one, I say that our intention was to bridge the gap, tech gap, for Africans who are in the USA, and our focus is like we understand because we are part of African history. What are the challenges that we are facing? So there's a training that was meant to be able to support any African because we do understand your challenges. That's one. Two is that we are just not focused on training. We are focused on training, offering internship, and career service. So our end goal is to help people who want to change career, who want to use the training or the skills that they have had to move to another step of their professional life. Those who want to be more competitive. So those are things that we're focused on. It's not just training. So we are different because we're focused. We do understand. Our focus is to help people, especially Africans living here in US and Africans living in Africa, to be more competitive, to be able to start a whole new career or to change career. Um, we understand their challenges, just like we do face those challenges as Africans. So that's what makes us different. Um, we have a very flexible timetable for everyone because our trainings are not fixed on when people are not available. We agree that training has happen early in the morning or late in the evening when everyone or most people are at home. Um, Another one is that we are training people on the skill. We focus on the skill. We not focus on education. I always tell people if I was to rewind the time, I would focus more on skill than just education. education is good, and I'm not saying that there's a problem with education, but I believe that skill would what will set you apart from any other person. So we are focused on making sure that people get this much needed skill, and they use those skills to be more competitive. We start from basic things like GitHub. How do you build GitHub? How do you conduct yourself in an interview? And so when you come to internship, then we talk about real data set that you're using, how people, what you would otherwise be doing if you are data analyst, or if you are a AI engineer, or AI analyst or something like that. So you will focus on those. So we do training, and all our trainings are done virtually. You don't have to be in a physical place. We just need this internet at a laptop. Even internship. So you don't have to be in a physical place to be able to do internship, because we are imagining even if you have to work, probably you'll be working remotely. So then you have to get to that culture of working remotely. Career service, like I mentioned, we work with partners to be able to support us or our students in going through that process of career service. So our training is from when you join us to when you get looking for a job, or even after. We still have those after job, you look for second job, we can still support you. So that's what makes our training different. And of course, we ask everyone to be able to join and call us or WhatsApp us through those numbers that you've shared. But again, I would want to maybe probably spell it out. So if you want to WhatsApp, you can send us a message through WhatsApp. That is +1 425 766 4431. Let me repeat that: +1 425 766 4431. That's our WhatsApp number. Or you
No,
can
no,
get us.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Your audio. I can't hear you anymore.
Me, I can hear you.
I don't know what happened to your audio.
How about
Hello,
everyone?
hello,
Can
hello.
everyone hear me?
Doctor, you can log in and log back. Your audio is there is
Okay,
something wrong with your audio. I can't hear you at all now.
okay, okay.
Especially when you're giving out the numbers. Just log out and come back in the studio
Okay.
using the same link.
Okay.
Yes, I think Dr. is having some technical issues. He'll be back. Uh, Log out and come back.
Yeah.
Yes, so you've heard from the tech guru, that is Dr. Mark Oma. Dr. Mark Oma. Hello, can you?
Um,
Oh
Now,
yeah, your sound is back. Your sound is back. I can, but I can't.
so can you hear
Hello,
me properly?
hello. Say something.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Just hold on. Just hold on. I check on your sound. On his sound. Ooh, okay, okay. What is this sound? The sound. Hello. Hey, Doctor, can you hear me?
Me, I can hear you.
Hello. Hello. Oh, good. I think he has logged out, and Doctor will be back in a short while. Doctor, you can come back now, and
Can you hear me now?
yeah,
Okay,
loud and clear.
good.
I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what.
yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
I was saying that people can get in touch with us,
Yeah.
and so
Give me that number. Start the number again so
okay.
that I
So
can
it's
display.
yeah. The WhatsApp number is +1 425
Mm-hmm.
766
766
yes 4431.
44
Maybe I want to
3.
repeat it again: +1 four
Mhm.
two five 766 4431.
All
Um,
right. Mm-hmm.
you can also get us through the email address, which is info@7net.net. Um, our our website is www.7net.net. We have information there. You can reach out to us. You can send us a message. We can be able to respond. I want to reiterate that we have in our classes starting on November 12th, um, 2025. So this will be our last intake for this year. It will run for the next 5 months. We are available on all social media platform, Facebook, LinkedIn. 7net is the name. You can be able to reach out to us, and then we can be able to get more information. Otherwise, feel free to send a message on WhatsApp, and we'll be able to respond to you.
All right, viewers, as you heard that the intake begins in November 12th, 2025. Uh, how can someone apply, and are there other options for online? Or yeah, you've already mentioned that there are options for online and flexible learning. Now, in the situation of America, or somebody learn, who is in Asia or in Africa, there's this issue of time difference. There's this issue of time difference. Sometimes you can be having a class uh, in at daytime here in the US, and these other guys are asleep. How do they? How do you coordinate those times with people who are in Africa, and then the other students have enrolled at the same time? They
Yeah.
are in the US. How do you coordinate
So
that?
yeah. So initially we had classes, independent classes in Africa. With
Mhm.
the Kenyan, office. And so it's with those are possibilities. You could have another student, I mean, another cohort in Kenya. Currently, we have students from Dubai joining our class, and of course, Dubai it's more same time like Kenya. So they just join the class. So it's a combined class, but depends based on the number of students. If you have so many students from Asia, we could have a independent class. If there are many students from other parts of the world that need their specific time, then we can always work with that. So what we do is that when somebody comes to us and they want to join our classes, we get that kind of background information from them. We do understand how schedule look like, and then we always discuss before we start. So in our mind, I've had cases where a student may not be able to attend all the classes, 4 classes in a week, and so we have what we call makeup classes for them. All our classes are recorded. They can watch our recordings, but again, we will have those sessions. That's why our class runs for only 4 days a week. So those other 2 days, I mean 3 days, are meant for anyone who, for whatever reason, are not able to attend the classes. And we've discussed that, and they're aware. So we make our teachers understand. Our teachers are well trained, are people who have industry experience. The people who are working, doing the same thing that they're coming to teach you, and that experience is more important to us than even if somebody who's teaching. So we have people who have experience. They teach, and they do understand our students. So yes, the timing is that anyone interested and want to join our class, we always want to discuss with you and see if the timing works with you. If not, then we see how best we can be able to help.
All right. Even now, we are just about to wind up the show. What advice would you give to young people or people who want to change their careers, or feel and some people who are feeling very unsure about stepping into the tech world? People are kind of skeptic about stepping into the tech world. Can you tell them about uh, the income, for example? I know you've not mentioned how well tech people in the IT industry are paid. Can you please just elaborate that, and maybe tell them that this is maybe one of the most lucrative industries that one can join
Okay.
now? Yeah.
Um, let's assume that we want to talk about top 10 richest people in the world today.
Hmm.
I think except maybe one or two. Gentleman from France and one more person from US. The rest are in tech. Okay, that itself should show you how powerful the tech is. We can check that. I'm not saying there's a problem with other professions, but I think tech, if not, then one of the, if not only, but one of the most rewarding careers. Internet has made things possible that even if you're in the same rural area, the village where I come from, uh, called Kakdimo,
Oh, Kakudim.
in
Do you come from near Simbi Nyaima?
yes, so it past Simbinyaima. I think ours is even more rural than the Simbinyaima. Simbinyaima is somewhere close to the main road.
The
It's,
Kakudimu sounds very rural. Okay,
yes,
go
it's
ahead.
rural. So even if you come from there, where I come from, but because of internet, you can still able to access this information that I'm giving, just like anyone who sits in their houses in Washington D.C., where I am right now, same way, same time. No bias, you can access that information. So even in our training, anyone, as long as you have internet, you can be able to access the same training and be more competitive, or be competitive as anyone else in the world today. Now, thanks to technology, thanks to the internet, I don't think that we talk about, distance, or where you are, where you're born, as a limiting factor now, as long as you can be able to access internet. Now, this is one of the best things that can happen to you. Whether you like it or not, AI is going to affect you directly or indirectly, whether you like it or not. So it's not a question whether you're going to be affected or not. You are going to be affected. Let's start from there. Now, number two, then what are you going to do? What are you doing about it? So when you sit down there and say that technology is for some people, I mean, I'm a part of it, then we're going to lose out, you know, a lot. So what you want to do is to get involved. And I say you don't have to get into our training. There are many courses that you can even start doing online. Get involved, learn something, be part of this revolution. Don't be left out. I'm showing you, I'm telling you that if there's any good thing you want to do to yourself in the year 2026, is to be part of this. Get involved, get all this information, look for what you can, resources available online, do something, revise, read, learn, and be part of AI revolution.
All right. Thank you, Mark, for sharing your insights.
And if you allow me,
Yes.
now that we talk about Kenya, I'm looking at Ruto, President Ruto, who holds the highest office in Kenya. He has a PhD. If you remember, he recently announced that he's going back to class. So the question is, why would you not go? Why would you not go back to class? If you're not holding,
If our old president is going back to
yeah,
class,
if you're not holding any the highest office in the land, if you don't have a PhD, what reason do you have? Because
and
people,
and you're saying you're too old to go back to class. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. I think he's 60. Ruto is 60. I don't know. I think it's around 60 or more than 60. I don't know how old it is. But I'm looking at it, then he would not bother, because if he has the money, he has the resources to be able to do, use people, employ people who can be able to help him do AI. But he still needs to understand AI. Come on. You do not have any excuse not to do AI. Whether you are 60, whether you are 90, whether you are 20, whether you are 10, whether you are 5, please get involved. And like I said, we offer training even for people who who are interested in learning coding when they're 5 years old. It took me time, because during our time it was different. But right now we're saying that your kid does not have to wait until they're 15, they're 16, they're 17, they're 18, they're 19. They can start learning about this thing right now. They don't have to wait. They don't have to wait to be a president, to be holding offices with a PhD, still going back to class. You can start doing this right now.
all right. If you have kids who are 5 years and above, and you want them to learn coding, please get in touch. I've left these are the contacts. These are the contacts for 7ET Training Institute, and Mark's number, Doctor's number is there for intensive 5 month training in Excel, SQ, statistics, Power BI, etc., Python, machine learning fundamentals, plus internship and career development. Yo, this is one of our own. You always say that we have to promote people from our region. Please make sure that you don't go to any other college. If you are in the rural parts of Kakadimu uh, or Thurgame, thereabout, please make sure that you enroll in this institute. You never know that this could be the beginning of one of the most important decisions that you have made in your life. To our viewers, if you are watching us from Tembe platform, thank you very much, and make sure that you do subscribe to Africa. If you are also ready to unlock the power of data, build real world skills, and step into the future, please visit 7ET Training Institute and explore the November intake. The intake is on 12th November. Please don't miss out. Don't miss out. Your journey into the tech starts now. And I'll put the advert there. We put the contacts for Mark there. And share. Make sure that you share those contacts too, so that people can know. Let me put it for the last time as we wind up the program. Ndio hiyo contacts iko hapo. Sasa hii ni ya Wakenya wale wako huku majuu, mkiwa huko Europe, mkiwa kule inaitwaje Asia. This is the contacts for you. Kama wewe ni mtizedi, unaelewa Kiswahili, unataka mama kuingia mambo ya IT, tafadhali IT, au you don't need a college, auhitaji masomo ya juu kuingia katika hii field ya IT. Kama uko na mtoto unataka ajifunze mambo ya IT, ako na miaka 6 5, aanze mapema. Kuna coding classes hii institute ya 7ETT is offering, and don't miss out. Msiseme hatukuwaambia. I didn't see the information. This information is out there. Make sure that you go through the program. We have done 1 hour of this program, and we have covered almost intensively each and every other question that you would want to ask. We had somebody from Asia logging in to ask those important questions. And if you are going to visit this page, please, the contacts are there, the phone number is there, and I'll put it in bold so that you can see it. This is the contact number, +14257664431. This college is based here in the US. If you are here in the US, you are advantaged kuja, and right now they are offering a discount. Quote my name Zalendo, and you'll get a discount on this particular institute. Ukienda pale useme bana, nimetumwa na Mzalendo, definitely you'll be given
Yeah.
a discount. Otherwise, what are your plans for this Halloween weekend, Mister?
Now that umeingia mambo ya Swahili bana, mimi unanikumbusha. Mimi nileo Mombasa kidogo. Watu wa Mombasa kama
Oh,
una watch,
umezaliwa kule pwani bana.
sikuzaliwa, kulelewa, nimelelewa huko kidogo. Maisha nimeanzia kule
Wapi Mombasa? Umelelewa
Shanzu
wapi Mombasa?
nilianza huko mara kwanza, nikashuka pale, nilikuwa nimetoka Nairobi, nikitoka Nairobi nimefika pale, nasikia twapa, nikachanganyikiwa, joto mingi, maisha ngumu, jua kali, nikasema twapa, sasa sielewi twapa ni wapi, kumbe ni twapa. Nikashukia pale Shanzu, kama wale huko pia utasema. So nimeshukia pale, nikaishi pale kidogo, nimekaa Mombasa miaka 11.
Wacha sasa,
Walionijua kama Dogo Nyali, nilikuwa huko Mombasa Dogo Nyali, nikakuwa Nyali. Na nashukuru na naomba tafadhalini ingieni katika programu ya AI.
ya IT. Wewe kama uko kule Zanzibar, kwa sababu
Yes.
tuko na watazamaji kule Zanzibar,
Yes.
tuko na watazamaji kule Uganda, Tanzania. Tafadhali ingieni kwenye program. Umenikumbusha Mombasa. Mimi mwenyewe mimi ndio mtu wa kwanza kuuza viatu Mombasa kama hoka. Kuuza viatu
Upande gani Mombasa?
pale pembe
Pesa Ndovu.
Pembe Ndovu.
Moi Avenue.
Moi Avenue pale.
Mhm.
Moi Avenue pale bana, nilishikwa na shika wale watalii wale wanakuja pale. Na maajabu ni haya. Wakati nilianza hiyo biashara, nilifika kutoka kule Nairobi, nikakwenda nikajiuliza, hawa watu wa Mombasa nilikuwa nimewaona wengi sana wakuja Nairobi kununua viatu. Sasa nikajiuliza, hawa watu wa Mombasa suppose niwauzie viatu hapa, na hao watu wa Mombasa wako wanajua ya kuwa zile meli zinaleta viatu na kule docks pale kuna wale jamaa wanapokea zile viatu ndio wanazituma kule Nairobi. Sasa mimi nikawa nazichukua pale kwa source.
Na unauza hapo.
Na wenye Mombasa bado wanakimbia Nairobi kuzileta pale. Mimi nilikuwa nazichukua pale first hand, zile kamera before zipakiwe, na naziweka pale. Nikauza viatu pale Bamburi, pia nikakuwa na kiwanda pale
Bamburi mwisho, Bamburi Masters pale.
Bas pale nilikuwa naishi pale Mtopanga. Mtopanga. Kwa hivyo Mombasa nakielewa vizuri.
Na vile umesema wawakujua viatu za toka nje za Africa Docks, wao wanakimbia Nairobi.
Sasa wanakimbia Nairobi, mimi ndio wa kwanza au wa kwanza wale walianza viatu pale.
Sasa tumewaletea wasitoke Kenya, wasitoke Mombasa kuenda sijui wapi kutafuta AI. Tumewaletea AI, uweza kete kwa kiti, bora uko na internet na uko na laptop, utakuwa uko seti, uko sawa.
Basa Waswahili walisema kile chona mwanzo lazima kiwe na mwisho. Tumetamisha kipindi cha leo hadi siku nyingine. Karibuni sana.
Okay.
Bye.